When the nervous system is dysregulated, our primitive minds give us more emotions like fear. Fear is what we know to be fight or flight. This is not a before and after of I never felt bad again after using these techniques. This is more so when I'm in that crutch and I'm feeling those big emotions, these are the tools that I turn to actually help me move through it. Tip number 1 are somatic exercises. Somatic exercises help you literally feel what's going on in your body. Rather than just doing the mental work of therapy and thinking things over and over and over, it literally puts you in your body, inside of it. For example, you can do an anger release. Rather than just keeping all those angry feelings pent up inside of you, or just thinking about it over and over, there are so many techniques that you can use to actually push that out and through your body. Tapping different parts of your body really helps you regulate and come down to like a more neutral state of being. There's bilateral stimulation. This is what we use in therapies like EMDR, the buzzing back and forth, or eye movement going across and across. This, even when we're walking, when we're running, we're using bilateral stimulation, which is why people say if you're upset, go take a walk. Is soothing, touching your body, touching different parts of yourself to soothe yourself, to remind yourself of the inner safety and peace that you carry within, especially moments when you're feeling very upright or triggered or like something's gonna happen. Finding your inner deep calmness in those moments is essential. Tip number 2 is body shaking. We are the only animals on planet Earth that do not use shaking. In the animal kingdom, anytime you see a big fight or tension or even a vulnerable state like an animal going to the bathroom, what do they do after? They shake their physical body. You've seen that in dogs and all the different mammals, you see it. Whenever something happens that's kind of vulnerable, kind of out there, they shake their bodies. So why is it that humans aren't shaking their bodies as well? Tip number 3 is stimulating the vagus nerve, which goes all through the center of yourself. Different parts like your throat, like your mouth, like your heart. All of these things are connected by the vagus nerve. How do we stimulate that to bring more awareness and safety to it? A technique that you can do is rubbing the sides of your neck up and down, just like in a soothing way. That can stimulate the nervous system through your vagus nerve. Another one is opening your eyes as wide as you can and your mouth as wide as you can with your jaw, I guess, looking upward. Like doing this in those tiny little moments is really freeing because it's showing your nervous system, again, from a biological point of view, that I am safe. When you're open, when your body is open, when you're looking as wide as possible, opening your mouth, what is that telling your body? It's safe, right? Because if animals are in shock, are under stress, are under fear, they cocoon themselves. They literally build an outer shell so that they're not seen. They lower their bodies, their faces. You can even do a hum, a quick This is connecting yourself to the vagus nerve. Intentional, big, deep breaths all the way. And using your belly to do it. So not just breathing from here in and out, but literally using the physicality of your body to, when you're taking in that air, fill up your tummy as much as possible and then release the entire thing. That's how we do those big, big belly breaths. Tip number 4 is to walk on grass. I've been all about walking on grass lately, barefoot like all the time. Again, we are the only animals that put something between us and the earth as we walk. We wear shoes, right? Obviously, like, it's a good thing, but every once in a while, like, just take off your shoes and be barefoot in the grass. I literally just did it right now. Be in sunshine. The sun is so healing when it's able to actually touch your body. We need vitamins like vitamin D. It's essential to our well-being and even our happiness, our regulated states, and our emotions. Focus on the nature sounds that you hear around you. Connect with all the different 5 senses of your body as you're walking on grass. You know, what's the feeling? What's the smell? What can I hear? All these things are connecting you back to nature. Say thank you with every step that you're taking. As you're walking, maybe you have 2 blocks to go. And every time that your foot goes down to take another step, just say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. This brings a practice of gratitude in your life. You remember how valuable it is that you can do these things like walk that not everyone gets to do. Tip number 5 is prayer. I want you to seek comfort in something that's bigger than yourself. It can be anything. It can be literally hope. It can be God. It can be Jesus. It can be Buddha. It can be Durga Ma. It can be Virgen de Guadalupe. It can be anyone that you want, anything that resonates with you. It can be Source. Anything that resonates with you and brings you just a feeling of there's something that has my back. There's something that's bigger than me, something that can give me hope, something that I know is always rooting for me and my best good. Finding a real sense of faith inside of yourself for something is super, super important to human beings. We've evolved over time, but the fact that we've always wanted religion, spirituality, those things haven't changed, and there's a reason why. It's super important for human beings to feel connected to something that's bigger than them. Ask for signs from your spirit guides. There's days where I say, God, I really need a sign today. Make something just so apparent and easy to me. The more that you ask God and the universe for things like that, you'll just start to see them come up. Now I have this relationship. Every time that I see a yellow butterfly, I just have this sense that everything is going to be okay. Because a few months ago, I was like, God, I really, really need a sign. Like, make something so apparent to me. And I saw like 3 yellow butterflies in a day. And I was like, okay, I need to look up the meaning of this because it's just kind of coincidental for it to just be happening over and over again. And I looked it up that seeing a yellow butterfly was all about the representation of peace and being taken care of and joy and being guided by your spirits. So ask your spirit guides for signs. Ask for help. Ask for something bigger than yours help. Surrender and release everything at the end of your day. What I tend to do right before I'm falling asleep is I'll literally put my hands up and I'll say, God, universe, spirits, take everything that's not my energy that's stuck to me, I release it back to you. I know that you will know how to use that energy best. And then I ask and thank you for the return of all the energy that I left with different people and situations today. And thank you for giving me even more energy that I get to use for tomorrow. I say that every single night before I go to sleep. Because again, rather than sticking with those feelings and just bringing it into a new day, release it. Release it literally in the spiritual sense. Read scripture. Maybe read something that's not your religion. You'll find so much commonality, and I'm a big believer that everyone is really believing in the same thing. We just have all different ways of perceiving it. But I really do believe that if you can find the harmony and the faith in believing in something, it's really, really powerful. Read self-help books, read verses, read philosophy. All of these things are different forms of teaching you something that carries so much wisdom from years and years and years. Tip number 6 is release from the body in a healthy way. Go to the bathroom more. Cry, scream into a pillow, scream in the wilderness, sprint up and down the street, throw a pillow over and over to represent that anger and that frustration that you're literally letting out of your body in a very natural and healthy way. Hug a tree and visualize any dark negative energy literally being absorbed by the tree and the tree giving you new life, new greenness, new spirit, new light into your body. Tip number 7 is to meditate. Now the reason why I put this a little bit lower down on the list is because meditation is fantastic, but not when you're already in that really big state. It's very hard to go from, I'm spiraling, and I just need to be quiet and just be in the dark and just think of nothing. It's very, very intimidating. So I say meditation you use when you're already a little bit more regulated and you want to further that. There are a million things people say about meditation. This is the only thing that you need to know. Meditation is simply the observation of your thoughts. It's not clearing your mind, it's not getting rid of thoughts. It's literally just the observation of saying, I'm going to separate myself, detach from the thoughts that I'm having. Not believing that every thought that I have is real, first of all, and not believing that I want to think all of these things. Again, the more that we can separate from these attachments, the more that we're separating from that ego, right? The thing that makes us think that we're separate, that we're bad. Like, all of these things are not the truth. The reason that we feel yucky about them is because we know internally deep down that they're not the truth. And tip number 8 is finding your own peace. Again, a step that I would use maybe when you've already used some of the other techniques, but these are just things that are going to fill your life with wholeness. Submerge in water. Literally visualize as you're cleansing yourself that you're getting rid of all of the day's dirt and everything is releasing from your body and just making you refreshed and new again. Eat fruits and vegetables. Eat these things, not just like cutting them up, but literally grab an apple and take a bite. We're so used to cutting everything up and just having everything in a salad and prepared. Like, literally just eat some of these things raw. Drink more water. Everyone on planet Earth, I can assure you, can be drinking more water. And not just water, because that tends to just run through you. Drink water that has electrolytes in it, have sugars, have salts. These things actually stay in our body and fuel us with different energy. Las penas con pan son menos. This is a saying we have in Spanish about whenever you're feeling a little sad, a little down, literally eat a slice of bread. I don't know what scientifically this is about. It's not really about the science, but sometimes when you're just kind of feeling off, just eating a couple bites of bread just brings you some nutrition, just brings you a little bit more to life. Get up and do 25 jumping jacks. Rather than staying in your head and overthinking for the 100th time, get up and literally just move your body a little bit. It doesn't need to be going to the gym. It doesn't even need to be going on a run or going for a walk. Literally stand up right now and do 25 jumping jacks. Say positive affirmations like, today I will choose courage over comfort. Today I choose to be brave. Every single morning I say that phrase to me. I learned it from Brene Brown. And it's just such a positive encouragement that you have all the strength within you to be resilient and to be courageous for that day. Take a breath. Take a moment to just release and just be. We're human beings, not human doings. Be. It's something that I feel like every single person has forgotten to do, how to just be. It's honestly the hardest thing in the world. But the more that we're able to just be in these internal states, the more that we regulate ourselves naturally. All of these tips, all of these things, your body already knows how to naturally regulate itself. The only thing that we're doing with these tips is having it happen a little faster. Thank you for being here. You're meant to be here. You're on your way to do great things. You already are enough as you are. And I can't wait to see you in the next video.